I train all the guys who are like working with me to build like relationship on LinkedIn with different guys in the other company. Like for instance, you want a job in Google, so start connecting with different software engineers in Google, and don't connect with all the HR guys. He said, just everybody, we just connect with HR. Like I also used to do that, connect with some
Mm-hmm.
HR, and then he said just connect with the same people, like that same post that you want to apply on. So for instance, you are a solution architect, connect with solution architects in Google, or a software engineer, connect with software engineer. From there, when you build a connection, and try to connect with people also, for instance, like who are from Malaysia, I just connect with them. So then they're like, oh, you are also from Malaysia. We just, we can
Exactly.
talk about that. Oh, you have gone to that particular club or that place, and then our conversation start. And from there, he said that person will recommend the HR. Okay, I have a friend, and he seems to have a good knowledge, and he seems to be a good person as well. So, interview that guy. So he said, all the hassle of just landing the interview at these big tech giants, Facebook, Google, and like all these companies, it's very hard to land the interview and work with them. So
Yeah.
he said with this networking technique, I have seen like a lot of guys getting the interview. And once you get the interview, obviously the next step, like it's on you, like not on the career coach or the guy who is giving providing you the opportunity. So I like really like that aspect, because I haven't thought about that. And then so I would say like it's very important nowadays, like even if you are like an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter, like just spend some time and just make meaningful relationships. And just keep in mind, like as you told, we are having this conversation, so obviously this is bringing value to the listeners as well, this is bringing value to me,
Exactly.
and this is bringing value to you. So when you're building relationship, also check that, like for instance, if in that relationship the other person is also not getting any value, and you're also not getting any value, then there is like no point investing too much time on it. So it can
Yep.
be one way as well, like for instance, you are mentoring someone and you're helping someone, so in that case that person is getting value, so that is also good. But just keep in mind, there should be some value proposition.
Yeah, it's got to be roughly balanced. I mean, and you said a funny word there, like maybe funny is the wrong word, but you said a word that I was like thinking in my head, and it's friend. Like when the person, the Google person recommended the HR, the quote you said was like, "Hey, I have a friend
Yeah.
that is, here," and it's like that's more of I would say like friendship is closer to what you're building than networking. You should like you have common interests, and you can constantly like help each other out in different ways, and that's all you're doing. Like yeah, the like you wouldn't have a friend where, like, let's say all they do is just call you up and ask for advice, and that's it, right? Like you typically have some sort of exchange in some way where maybe you're friends with this person because you really like spending time with them, and you take an hour out of your day to go bowling or something like that, and maybe a portion of that is them like asking for some advice and something you're interested in or something like that, but it's not like 100% 0% type thing. So you gotta find a way to build up that. It doesn't have to be like friendship, like you're going out and partying or something like that, but some sort of friendliness, you could say.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely agree with that.